these. All right, next batch of articles I got for you. I got more. Xbox is rumored to be prototyping a native Xbox handheld, it's claimed. Kid Cuisine. Penguin does look like he eats Kid Cuisine. The Penguin looked like he liked them brownies in Kid Cuisine. That nasty ass shit. Jeff Corden of the Xbox 2 podcast has claimed that Xbox is working on a native handheld. On the Xbox 2 podcast, Corden said, I know that Xbox, have got handheld prototypes right now. Corden soon clarified that these are new prototypes and not the old prototypes often referred to. As pointed out in the podcast, prototypes don't necessarily mean that new products are coming to the market, but Xbox pursuing a handheld isn't all that surprising. Hold on 1 second. Corden later said, no, not a cloud handheld, a fully native Xbox handheld. The Nintendo Switch has sold well. How would y'all feel about that? Like the next Xbox, instead of it being a console, it's like the Switch or the Steam Deck. I wouldn't be mad at that. I don't know if I want them to do like a full-blown handheld, like a PSP, but if they do the hybrid, the console handheld, and it's got like some power on that bitch, I wouldn't be mad at that. Which once again, we'd have to cloud up Nintendo because Nintendo innovating. The Nintendo Switch, yeah, we know, whatever. It's unclear on when Xbox would announce a new Xbox handheld, but various rumors have suggested that the console's next generation of consoles, which, oh, by the way, this plays into that rumor. You remember the not rumor, but the story had came out. They switched the who was head of producing the next Xbox, and it was the head of the Microsoft Surface team, which produces those handhelds. This story kind of complements it. Maybe the next Xbox is a handheld, and that's why they contracted the Surface team to come in and help them understand how to produce a high quality computer for on the go. Like the Series X resources could go handheld. It could, but for next generation, it's got to be something more powerful. I would gonna guess it could be another series, like a Series M. That's why. Oh, you know what? I could see that. Yeah, you're right. I think that coincides with JP is saying. Maybe for the next generation, they have like an Xbox Series X2, which is like this is what the most powerful thing we have, and then their Xbox Series S would be the handheld, basically. I'd be tempted to buy them both. I'm not gonna lie. That could work. A Surface handheld would be nice. This is interesting. Let me see. Xbox 2. I've never heard of this podcast. Okay, he's got 100,000 subscribers. Okay, he's reputable. At least he's got a following. This isn't the guy at the GameStop. This is a Xbox, and being that it's an Xbox only kind of podcast, they probably do have good relationships with people who are familiar with the brand. So, you know, there might be some merit to this. He got a little bit of clout. Take it with a grain of salt, though. None of this is confirmed, but this is interesting. They could work out a Game Pass ecosystem like Steam did. Yeah, this is interesting. Let me save this one. I keep forgetting to fucking save articles for the fucking podcast. I gotta go through my notes again. Xbox handheld. Might be smart, and they already have Game Pass UI ready for handhelds. Yep, maybe they were using mobile markets to test out the mobile UI for Game Pass to get ready. What is it? Control Alt T. What's the shit to bring up the last tab? I accidentally just closed one. Control Shift T. There we go. Here's another big story. Resident Evil fans, where y'all at? In the midst of all the Dragon's Dogma 2 drama going on, Capcom's got some more news leaking out there. It's being reported that Resident Evil 9 possibly is going open world. According to a new tweet from a reputable leaker, Dust Golem, Resident Evil 9 could potentially build on the RE engine and go open world. Resident Evil 9 has reportedly been in works for years, and many speculate it will launch in 2025. The most recent core game in Resident Evil Village, which launched in 2021, Dust Golem, posted as user Aesthetic Gamer 1, also claims that Monster Hunter Wilds is building on the same tech. However, they do reassure fans that both Resident Evil 9 and Monster Hunter Wilds should still retain the series DNA of either franchise. Last October, Dust Golem took the Discord to tease a variety of details about Resident Evil 9 that suggested that Resident Evil 9 will boast the largest budget yet in the series. This would line up with the game's development taking so much longer than expected. Using a brand new engine for open world gameplay would also take a bit longer for the series to deliver. How y'all feel about this? Y'all know I'm not a big Resident Evil fan, so I'm curious to hear, how do y'all feel about the potential of Resident Evil 9 going open world? What does this mean for the franchise and the fan base known as Resident Evil? I feel like my gut tells me from the outside looking in on the Resident Evil community, just from like a horror game fan, like something like Dead Space, I feel like it wouldn't work, just because I feel like part of what makes scary games work is the claustrophobia, the lack of mobility. Who cares if something jumps out at you at the bushes if you can just run away? Versus if something jumps out at you at the closet, you're in a tight-knitted space, you got limited ammo. I feel like it kind of counterbalances. It counteracts the core mechanics of what makes something scary. And you could use that same logic in real life, right? What's more scary? Getting caught by a samurai when let's say you're coming in your house and there's a samurai sitting at your fucking on your couch and he jumps at you. What's more scary? The samurai in your house, or you see a samurai across the street and he starts running at you? Like, that's scary too, but I'm finna dip into the alleyway. He don't know the city like me, bitch. The fuck? He said this is not good. I'm seeing 50-50. I'm seeing some people say they're interested, some people saying they're not.
People who resub make me happy. Sort of like when Rouge the Bat throws it back.
Shout out to Cammy with the sub. I appreciate it. Wait, what about Alan Wake 2? Pretty sure it was open spaces. Nah. It was mostly closed. Alan Wake 2 was not an open world game. There was a level that was open, but like it was like semi-open world, but the main story beats. And that part that was open, it was just to get you from point A to B. The main story beats in the horror was always in like condensed areas. So it still had the traditional mechanics. It was a very linear open world. Yeah, this sounds like they're going Breath of the Wild, Dragon's Dogma, Elden Ring. And I'm trying to figure out why would that be scary. But let me add that one to podcast notes. You know what I need to add? Before I forget, Overwatch. That shit from yesterday. Overwatch. Making all heroes free. He in my house waiting for me. I'm a shit. If he across the street, I'm a still shit, but I can run home and lock the door. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, I feel like claustrophobia plays a big role into why stuff is scary. Resident Evil 9 going. I guess it had to be difficult to escape them like certain enemies in Fallout Vegas. This is interesting though. I would say let's reserve judgment. If this is true, let's wait to see when a trailer drops. Will it be good or not? Which, by the way, I don't know if y'all saw this news. This is pretty funny. I think I retweeted it. Yeah. Apparently there was a mission going on in Helldivers 2 and the community failed. And I guess the general of the Helldivers army said no pussy for y'all. As a punishment, no sex for the space marine. So you guys, not that y'all niggas was having sex anyway, but why is Joe Budden trending? Oh shit, why the fuck is Joe Budden trending? Episode 32134 of Joe Budden be right. Is this why he's trending? Let's see. Let me mute this.
Just because this nigga resubscribed,
yo,
I have to subscribe to the idea that I contribute to black on black crime.
Shout out to 91523 with the sub.
Me too. And Joe says only one person got to get mad for this to happen.
True. But then you
not a whole bunch.
But I think you will have to be personal to get somebody out their comfort zone.
And
most likely commented on Kendrick.
To get mad
emergency episode
has got mad before.
Yeah.
And that nigga's petty. He get mad quick. And when he get mad quick enough, songs start dropping at 2, 3, 4 a.m. sometimes, directed toward people saying, yo, chill out. I'm busy. But you know what?
So this isn't new?
Before. He ain't get mad at him before. And he's had plenty of opportunities.
It's an old clip. I'm not gonna lie. Ever since like the drama, I don't really watch Joe Budden podcasts anymore. Like the new dudes, like they don't seem bad, but you know, I'll watch it every once in a while. You listen to the track, yeah, it was cool. I'll say that's an old clip though. Yeah, complimenting the news from the other day. So if you weren't in the stream the other day, news came out. Overwatch 2 for season 10, I believe, the next upcoming season, they will be switching their business model. So for those unaware, it was a free-to-play game, and you could earn the heroes, but you could also buy them. But from my understanding, it was very hard to earn them, so everybody just kind of bought them. It's being reported that season 10, they will make all the heroes free, and they will not reimburse people who paid for in-game items. And to complement that sandwich of fuckery, now it's being reported that the PvE has been canceled. Now, this might be confusing because there was an article last year that came out about this, and they never said that the PvE was fully canceled. I think it was they were dialing it back. It seems like they ain't doing shit. They're trying to make as much money as possible while doing as little work as possible, man. And you know the weird thing I keep saying about, I feel like I don't see anybody talking about it. And I'm trying to figure out, is it because Overwatch 2 is that dead, or because the Overwatch community doesn't care? I know a couple people who play Overwatch, and I've seen them recently tweet on the timeline, but they were just tweeting about them playing the game as if this shit doesn't exist. I thought we knew the PvE wasn't happening. Now it's full blown confirmed. Let's see. Very interesting. The Nintendo Wii, very interesting platform. We don't care. Esports. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, moving on. My bad. Riot Games. Riot's League of Legends MMO has been reset and likely going dark for several years. If you're an MMORPG fan who's been patiently waiting for news of the Riot's games swing at the genre,
just because this nigga resubscribed.
Yo, shout out to Hokage Dre with the sub. Appreciate it.
The second
them niggas just suffer behind the scenes and pretend on Twitter.
I swear on Maria's life, niggas tripping.
As someone who still plays the game, I think a large portion just minds their business and plays comp, so they don't care. I'm afraid you'll probably have to wait quite a while longer. Riot's co-founder Mark Merrill announced that the project has been reset and won't appear for likely several years, with one of the main reasons being a need to do something that truly feels like a significant evolution of the genre. Over on the Twitter thread, Merrill explained that Riot had pulled the plug on the MMO some time ago because it was too similar to other MMOs and didn't feel like they brought anything new to the genre. We don't believe that you all want an MMO that you've played before with a Runeterra coat of paint on it. To truly do justice to the potential of Runeterra and to meet the incredibly high expectations of players around the world, we need to do something that truly feels like a significant evolution of the genre. I respect it. I'm not mad at it. If I had to take a wild guess, the build that they currently have right now that they're scrapping and throwing in the trash that nobody will ever see, unless somebody leaks it, it was probably League of Legends meets World of Warcraft, probably the same exact game. My question is, what can you do with the MMO genre to make it feel alive? You know? I think they could be retooling League of Legends to be in sync with Arcane for brand synergy. What do you mean? Isn't it already? Wow, they killed the MMO? No, they didn't kill it. They're resetting it. They're basically just starting from scratch. Basically, they built something. They don't like it. They don't feel like it's innovative or fun enough. So they're making a new game. They didn't kill it, though. Just don't expect to see this game for a long time. And I'm gonna be honest, there's nothing. I wouldn't be too worried about it anyway, because I'd imagine it's not their focus. Their focus right now is Project L, or Double Hugs and Kisses. Yeah, Double Hugs and Kisses is probably going to be coming out next year, so that's probably their focus, trying to, you know, make sure that's clean for launch, and then after that, they'll probably go full sale on the MMO. Not full sale in terms of quality of the game, but, you know, like, go all in. Yeah, it's just back to the drawing board. I'm okay with it. I'd rather than put out a good game than just rush some shit out. I feel like MMOs have had their time already, low-key. Too much of a time sink. MMOs were the original live service game. We just didn't call it that. Bloodstrike Global, a new battle royale, joins the arena. Is there a trailer for this? This is a fucking Android game. Man, what? This just showed up on my fucking Google News. Why were they... Oh my God. Next. Is that all I got? I think that's all I got. All right, let's hop into the sub box. Boom, 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 boom. Let's hop into the Rumble Club. Is this another Fall Guys clone? Oh fuck no. Holston, the most iconic bat suits. I'm so sick of BRs, aren't we all? Sworn official announcement trailer. I don't know what that is. Foundation Galactic Frontier, Hordes of the Hunger, Warframe 1999. Final Stand Ragnarok. I think I watched that yesterday. The Operator, Dystopia. Shout out to Omni. Battle Crush. No, thank you. Rusty Rabbit. Whoa. Still Wakes the Deep. None of these games look really interesting. I'm going to be honest. I think Final Fantasy 16 DLC.
With this money, I can now ditch the janky plane I built and fly first class on Spirit Airlines.
Yo, shout out to a section with the sub. Y'all heat TBH's warning because that in save shit cost me a couple hours of progress too just now. Oh, you accidentally clicked load last in instead of the load last save. I told y'all don't ever click that load last in. Don't ever click that shit. You started watching Shogun? Yeah, I have not watched any TV. Nah. Last thing I watched is Avatar. I'm gonna get to it. It's on the list. It is on the list. Sky of Tides. Ascendant. I've already seen that. We're good off that. Awaken Astral Blade. Finding out I can only have one character makes me want to refund the game. It's annoying, but that doesn't make me want to refund the game. I feel like somebody's gonna mod that shit into the PC version. Princess Peach Showtime. That's a game that's gonna get buried. I guess I don't really care because I'm not gonna have multiple. I know I'm not gonna play through multiple times. But yeah, if you want to, I can see why. Just wanted a dragon to beat the shit out of. Just watched a dragon beat the shit out of an orc right now. Random shit going on. Random shit going on. 55 of the most useful Chrome extensions. Let me go ahead and save that one for later. Ark Survival Ascended Efficient Trail. This game is out? What the fuck? Wait, No Rest for the Wicked overview trailer. Flintlock, we saw that. Mobile Suit Gundam Silver Phantom teaser. Robo Beat. Sand. It's an animated show? Really? Outpost Infinity Sage. God damn, it's a lot of trailers. Most of this is probably going to be Full Sail University. Let's go. Rumble Club.
Kinship. Brotherhood.
Shut up.
Sometimes there is no more power.
Google Play Store alert. Full Sail.
Peggy 16.
Looks okay. Still a little ICDC. No Rest for the Wicked's coming. I'm not playing that.
My name is Andres Borghi, and I'm...
What in the ColecoVision is this shit, bruh? Atari.
Product not yet rated.
Okay, hold on. What's this? Hordes of Hunger. An action survival Souls like. Oh my god, bro. Full Sail. Warframe 1999. Okay. I didn't even know PAX East was going on until I seen somebody tweet about it. PAX East, babe.
It's a party, Arthur. Of course not.
Like a Metal Gear Rising villain, he does. That was the trailer? Oh my fucking god, bro. Why should I be excited about this? This game keeps getting better and better. Huh? Oh my god. Unreal Engine 5 tech demo.
There's actually been quite a bit of AI news.
I'm gonna say that for later. That's for me, chap.
Welcome to the FDI, Mr. Tanner. As our newest operator, your role is to
Woke.
support our agents in the field. Using cutting-edge
Woke.
software, investigate mysterious crimes, dig for clues.
Am I gonna review the Metro Boomin album? Nah, I don't know. I listened to like half of it this morning in the gym. I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't make it through the album. I don't know if that deserves a review. Here's my review of the album. It sounds like a Metro Boomin Future album with a Kendrick feature on there. That's the highlight of the album. There's a reason why on Twitter the only thing people are talking about is Kendrick. That's about it. Didn't really move me though. Dystopia Pika? Yeah, you know what you're getting. Like, I don't have some hot take on that shit. Speaking of that, I did see a funny tweet, Cammy, since you love Drake. He quoted the bar from the Kendrick verse where he was saying, "Ain't no big three, it's just big me." And he said something along the lines of, it was on my For You page. He said something along the lines of, "All right, we need number 2 to answer back. We need to hear some bars back from J. Cole." And he said, as for Aubrey, he said, "Number 3, we don't want to hear from you. You There's nothing you can do." He said, "This fight is not for you. The bars are too talented." No, not Drake quoted the bar. I didn't say that. What's your order of the big 3? Who has the most hits? Maybe Drake. Who is the best discography? I like Kendrick's first album. I like the one that was before the first album. What was that shit called? And the mixtape. That's 3. I like Pimp the Butterfly. That was 4. Section 80. Yeah, I like Section 80. So that's what, 5? That's kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie. What came after To a Pimp a Butterfly? I wasn't really a big fan of the last album. What came after To Pimp a Butterfly? Was it his latest album? Damn. I liked Damn. That was cool. That's 6. Then let's see, J. Cole. His early mixtapes, the Lights ones, I liked all them shits. I liked his first album. It was good enough. I liked it. What was the second one? Was it Forest Hills Drives? Friday Night Lights. Yeah, I liked Friday Night Lights. That's 4. So yeah, Born Center, Friday Night Lights. What was the one where he was dissing Lil Pump? I like that album. That's 5. What's the last thing he put out? For Your Eyes Only. I like that. That was 6. Honestly, them niggas is kind of tied to me. If we going for like disc for disc, them niggas is kind of tied. Yeah, damn, I can't really say I like one or the other more. I think they both got really good music. The Fall Off ain't out yet though. That's his next album, right? I told you it was a tie. Yeah, if we're going objectively, like we're being fair in terms of numbers, like they're kind of tied to me. I hate to say this, Cammy, but I kind of agree with the tweet. Drake has a lot of really good songs, but like he's not in the conversation in terms of projects. Tied for number 2. All right. You know what's funny? I was listening. Drake came on today when I was in the gym. What was it? I forgot what song it was, but Big Sean dropped a song recently on the timeline. It was fire. He was dropping some bars. And in the song, Drake was rapping just like Big Sean, and it cracked me up because people are so cheap. Hold up. Everybody was like praising Big Sean for that song he dropped, right? Then Kendrick dropped, and everybody's dissing Big Sean again. And I'm like, yo, I feel like I'm not like a super Big Sean fan, but like I don't ever feel like he put out bad music. I feel like he gets a little bit too much hate, like the way people be calling him corny. Like people talk about Big Sean like he's Logic, you know? Like Logic deserves some of that scrutiny with the biracial bars. But like I don't think Big Sean is that damn I don't think he's that damn corny. But I say that to say I just think it's funny because if you go back and listen to like some of Drake's earlier music, and not just Drake, I think Nicki did it too. Like everybody was rapping like Big Sean for like a good 2 years. The super duper flow or whatever. So I think the revisionist history is funny to me because everybody stole that nigga's flow. I just thought that was funny. I forgot what Drake song came on one of my playlists, but he was doing that thing where like you remove the subject, the predicate or some shit like that. You ended at the end, you just end it with like a specific word. I was like, oh, that's a super duper flow. He's rapping just like Big Sean. Because he wrote they shit. The moment Logic said he's blacker than his cousin Keisha and whiter than his mom Mona Lisa is when I turned that shit off. Big Soldier. People forget Big Sean was the top 3 at one point. True. I wouldn't say top 3, maybe 5 with like Wale. It was like I would have put it like in the early 2010s. I would have put like Kendrick, J. Cole, Drake like in that top 3, and it's interchangeable depending on the person. And then after that, I would put like Wale and like Big Sean. That kind of like do their own thing. People forget that like Big Sean and Wale had hits. Man, I have to say this, but I have too much to type. At this point, people just love to hate Drake, and I didn't see people were coming for Big Sean other than people just laughing that he got overshadowed. Yeah, like clowning him basically still. He's like, bro, let that man breathe. I don't think people be hating on Drake. It's more so like I look at Drake as like trying to think of like an example here. Someone who has so much potential but just doesn't live up to it. I think that it's not really hating. It's really coming from like a place of love. Like, bro, you could do so much better. Yeah, he hasn't evolved. Like if we talk about J. Cole and Kendrick's album, none of those albums that I listed sound alike, and that's the sign of like a good artist. Drake is too comfortable. Yeah, like a disappointed father. Like he's like almost like he's like Mikey Williams. if y'all watch basketball, Mikey Williams was the world's best 8th grader, and he was the world's best 9th and 10th grader, and then everybody had a growth spurt, and he's an okay player, you know, but everybody caught up to him. Like that's all I'm saying. Like he just got a little too content. I feel like you don't really hear that hunger in his voice, but for me, it's not a place of, at least from my perspective, it's not a place of hate. It's always a place of love. You said not a bad comparison in my opinion. It's a place of love. We just want to see you do better, big dog. Let's see what else we got. He's been making too many projects. He said he was taking a break for like a year. I think Drake should take 2-3 years off. Because if he drops an album after taking a break for like 2-3 years, he'll have so many fresh perspectives. He needs to go live life. And a life that doesn't involve fucking 25-year-olds and then crying about it on a song because they're not acting his age. He needs to go live his life, be with his family, go travel, meet different people. He needs to find inspiration. I feel like he's too sucked into that Hollywood lifestyle, and it's starting to reflect into his music. He said he was going to take a break and then dropped it. Yeah, that's what I said. He said he was going to take a break, but he said only a year. I think he should take a break for at least 2 years. Just go live life. And I'll give you an example, right? Sometimes my girl will say things to me like, she feels sometimes like really nervous, like she's always bothering me. And I'll be like, no, I want to hang out with you. I want to do X, Y, and Z. It gets me off the computer, right? And like, we'll go hang out and we'll do things. And she's like, why do you feel that way? And I'm like, yo, just being out here in this plaza, seeing people interact with people, seeing kids do funny things, seeing animals, doing shit. I was like, and my dog being with us too sometimes. Like, I was like, that gives me inspiration for jokes. I was like, I cannot be inspired if I don't see people, basically. That's why a lot of content creators are so miserable. They just sit at the computer. So I'm like, no, I was like, if you want to hang out, just say so. Like, I'll make the time. Yeah, and then you put that experience, and it's the same thing for Drake. I was like, I think he needs to go experience things and put that back into his music, and I think it'll improve because of that. Because I'm still waiting for that from that classic from him. I'm still waiting from that classic from him. I don't want to hear any more bars about fucking 25-year-olds and then crying about how. I'm sorry, I know you don't. It's hard to hear, Cammy, but that shit was awful. Like, baby, act your age. She is acting her age. Oh, still wakes. It's not hard. I'm 25. Still wakes the deep. Yeah, he needs more life. Ironically, more life. I think he could get it together though. Because one thing I will give him, like, his flow never fell off, and like you'll still get some occasionally good bars from him. The talent is still there. I think he just needs something to inspire him, to push him over the edge, versus just showing up in the studio and making microwave music. What am I looking at, bro? It's funny. Miyamoto said the same thing about creating games. It's hard to explain to people who are not creative and like hyper logical. You just get the, like, yesterday I got an idea for a new series for I'm Just Saying. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want anybody stealing it, and I haven't seen anybody do it. But and it just randomly came to me when I was walking my dog. And so it's like there's no science behind it. It's completely illogical. It's not meant to be understood. It's one of those things. It's like, if you are a creative person, go outside. Yo, shout out to Keish with the sub. Go outside and experience things, and things will just come to you, basically. Shout out to YNR with the sub. Appreciate it.
Now I can afford a retwist for my locks.
Appreciate the sub. My bad.
Tired of fighting.
The lighting on this is nice.
I just want it to be over. I want you home.
More horror.
If you don't deal with this, then we are done for good. I love you, but I won't wait.
Miyazaki talked about how swifting through nature inspired a lot of his films. You can draw inspiration from a lot of things. You just gotta find that angle. Being creative is really, because there's no idea, in my opinion, at least, that's 100% creative. But being creative a lot of times is being able to take something and just attack it from like a different angle. But you can't find that angle if you don't go outside and find the inspiration from that shit. So yeah, like, gotta find some type of balance. Otherwise, you start to get content. You start to believe everything you're doing is great. And you start to get inside your bubble, and that's when the fallout starts.
Why do people resubscribe to the idea of Shadow having a BBC?
Yo,
only Sonic wields that type of power.
Shout out to Black Yoshi with the sub. And then another thing, like, too, you can't miss what's always here. If you just disappear for like 2 days, like whenever Kendrick or Cole drops, it's like an event. Like, that shit took over the fucking timeline, and just that one song, that one verse from Kendrick. It's like, people don't miss Drake. You gotta even if the music comes back and it's not the greatest, he'll get the benefit of people miss him. So like, they'll be more inclined to listen to the shit. Take a break, dog. Final Fantasy 16 DLC, the Rising Tide DLC. Who's excited to press square some more? Hell yeah.
Create a new Mother Crystal. Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering, finally end. And all it would require.
The MCU of hip hop is crazy.
Sacrifice of a single.
Isn't this the second DLC for the game? I don't know. I don't play this shit. This game sucks. Chocobos.
None other than Shiva herself.
What was so bad about Final Fantasy 16? Didn't find the story to be interesting. The characters weren't interesting at all. That's a big problem when your game has 11 hours of cutscenes. The combat was very watered down, which is especially confusing because the director of this game directed Devil May Cry, which is known for having fantastic combat. You could pretty much just press square to win. Now, Final Fantasy fangirls will tell you, oh, it was more than that. Yeah, you could do more than that, but the point I'm trying to make is you could just press square to win. It was a fairly easy game. You could halfway turn your brain off. And then also, there were no status elements in the game, which is always a big part of RPGs. So like, There was like no fire, ice, any of those type of abilities. Like the materia in Final Fantasy VII, none of that's in here. It was just a very watered down experience. But the main thing that bothered me, I think I would have been able to power through it despite the gameplay changes if the story was good. The 11-hour cutscenes, man, like I just couldn't do it. You would watch a 15-minute cutscene. You'd walk like for 1 minute, it'd be some talking, and here comes another 5-minute cutscene. I'm turning this shit off.
But he deserves a better fate than the one Matt.
But I guess this is for people, you know, who enjoyed that.
He deserves to be free.
Yeah, I did. It's a future album. I enjoyed the game, but definitely agreed the pacing was really bad. Yeah, it's an acquired taste. If you like the story, you'll be able to power through it.
The sins of man be redeemed.
It just sucks because the game does look good visually. The boss fights were pretty epic too, the ones that I played. You like you could in Final Fantasy X change the fit. I'm sorry, but the story pace of cutscenes is almost the same length as Final Fantasy VII Remake. No. You must... Oh, here's another issue. This game is very linear, too. No, it's not, Ronan. Maybe if you just run through the story, sure. But Final Fantasy VII is an open world game with tons of side quests and mini games, exploration like in secrets. No, it's not. The pacing on Final Fantasy VII is way better. Stop. You're probably just speed running the story. So yeah, it is going to be a lot of cutscenes. Linear is better for this type of game. This looks pretty cool though. See, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little concerned about Monday for you, Ronan. You've had some pretty bad takes this past week about games. And Monday, I know you said you start your job at GameStop. I'm a little bit worried about what you're gonna be telling the soccer moms who come through. We gotta. I hope they're gonna be doing training, right? They're gonna be doing training for you. Because earlier this week you said the screen was shaking because of the 120 frames. Now you're saying the pacing on Final Fantasy 16 is the same as Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. You said, who are you talking about? Ronan. The Ronan exclusives. I don't think Final Fantasy 7 has 11 hours of cutscenes. Like when I say that, are like, I know you hear the number, but like, are y'all actually comprehending what I'm saying? 11 hours of cutscenes. If we break that down, that's 5.5 movies, nigga. 5.5, because the average movie is like 2 hours, right? That's 5.5 movies plus gameplay. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? That's fucking insane. It's the same pacing. No, it's not. Yeah, the time you could have been playing the game. So I'm a little concerned. I'm really hoping the manager trains you well. Final Fantasy Remake has 16 hours of cutscenes, while 16 has 17 hours of cutscenes. Well, that goes to show you the pacing is so much better in 7 because of the open world. The fact that there's more gameplay. Someone in the chat even agreed. He's like, I like Final Fantasy 16, but he's like, I agree. The pacing is awful. If you like it, it's okay, but the pacing is bad in this shit. Hot take, Drake is the result of over strictness of the gatekeeping of hip hop, leading him to burning down the pillars of whom go in and who doesn't. It's why experimentation is less frowned upon, but at the cost of actually trying to build a following, being the next generation to lead. I don't understand what you're saying. I'm glad you're not the only one who hates 16. The cutscenes put me to sleep. But 11 hours, could have watched both. Yeah, you could have watched both Dune movies. We got a yapper. Yeah, I need an explanation. Like, what do you mean, bro?
Shattered Earth.
EV2
rallies against an overwhelming invader.
Oh my God. Unreal 3 engine asset flip. ICDC college alert. I'm bringing my A game on Monday. My manager's rooting for me. I'm rooting for you too, Ronan. I'm rooting for you too. Make sure to play my stream on the TV. I'll make sure to cuss a lot. I could link you the video that has a better explanation than I ever could. I'm not gonna watch it right now. What's the name of the video though?
Rin Delora, the whole syndicate is looking for you, and I found you first.
Am I gonna do another Ask a Black Guy? No.
Father instructed me to play this message for you. Do you want to hear it?
A message from Dad? I can't believe.
I'm not doing it just because I seen some people tweet asking me that. I'm not doing it because A, that's literally what the streams are. I sit here and talk to y'all for like hours. And then B, to be fair, like I'm not trying to be mean, but my growth on YouTube has nothing to do with like the majority of like that 600,000 that was on that channel. It's like a new 100,000. So like why do stuff that for people that are not even watching anymore? Like, yeah, y'all are regulars in here and y'all watch. But most of those people are like dead subs, like, you know what I'm saying? Dragon's Dogma paid chill, you know it. I guess they saw the 700K and thought it was coming back. Like, nah. This is a new era. I'm not doing shit because then like if I keep trying to appease people of the past, that's just gonna hurt me in the long run. And what got me here is not getting away from that shit, basically.
You knew him.
Versus I was struggling with it before, where I would teeter on trying to appease the past, but also trying something new. Fuck that. We just going all in on new. And if it makes them mad, it's okay.
Bring Rindelor directly to me.
Yeah, I'm good off this. Yeah, you know I'm a paid show, Siggy. What's good though? I appreciate it, K. Bro, it's a lot of full sale. I think was it you, Ronan? Somebody kept telling me I needed to watch the Spring Games Showcase. This is why I didn't watch this shit. You're gonna live stream the Spring Games Showcase? Look what they showcasing, bruh. Fucking Thomas Jefferson Middle School exclusive. Nigga, what the fuck? Thomas Jefferson Middle School computer science class exclusive.
The name's Bob.
This shit is really an animated show.
More dangerous than you know. Dear Jane, you're probably not gonna be seeing me around the 4th of July.
What this naked nigga shit? The fuck? All right, here we go. A real game. No rest for the wicked. Let's go. Laugh my ass off. That's the name of the middle school I went to. There's 500 people in here right now. There's a probability at least 5 people went to a Thomas Jefferson middle or high school. All the schools are named after, like, you know, American heroes or whatever. Benjamin Franklin Academy.
Hey, I'm Thomas Martin, director at Moon Studios.
Yeah, the DeVry Showcase. Jesus.
Are the founders of Moon.
I really don't get the Dragon's Dogma hate. I feel like it's going to be a thing for like a week or two and people are going to find something new to latch on. I don't see this one lasting. Motherfuckers just want to be mad about something. People have to find a reason to be mad. Nah, this is actually going to be nice. Yeah, this game, that's why I said this is a real game.
Our new project, which is called...
It's made by the people who made Ori and the Blind Forest.
Basically just my dream project, right? It's the action RPG that I always wanted to play and wanted to play for 20 years now. We're trying to create one of the best combat systems on the market.
Space Marine 2 when it drops? I don't know what that is.
Exploration is done, right? That you're not just walking around on a randomly generated planet.
Did you see how many people turned on the Marvel 1943 shit? Yeah, I did. They showed the gameplay. The whole internet was excited. And I think it's rumored Sweet Baby Inc. might have worked on that game. So now people are turning on it. They're saying it's woke. Which once again just goes to show you you've never read a Black Panther comic book because the whole comic book is woke.
Combine that with the multiplayer aspect.
He's literally an isolationist.
Quote unquote social elements of like building the town and
who cares?
And farms,
I'll play it.
All of those things. It's the kind of game that I always wanted to see.
It's all about perspective, right? The way I look at it is, right? These go woke, go broke niggas keep campaigning against other games, like these games and shit, right? So there are going to be some people who feel pressured not to play it. It's all a matter of perspective. Cool. That means less streamers are going to be playing it because they don't want to get attacked by a certain half part of the internet. I don't care. That means less people are going to be streaming it, less competition, more views for me. When niggas was boycotting the best-selling game of last year, Hogwarts Legacy, I was right there streaming it. You niggas can boycott that shit. I'll be over here getting some views. What are you gonna do? Tweet me, nigga? I don't know you. You can get mad.
Somebody making, but because
I'm gonna turn my stream off and go to bed.
Making it now.
How come he's already joking?
For us to tell people is that...
What up, just dumb?
The rest for the wicked, the more you would understand that what we're trying
I bet if they'd be more receptive if it was another solo Captain America game.
Look at any particular genre, and we would take the elements from this genre that we are excited about, we put it all together into one game, and then we iterate on it. So we might take, combat inspirations from the Soul series.
You know, it's funny. No one came at you about the Hogwarts Legacy compared to other streamers. I'd like to think it's because I have like a decent community. Like most people are level-headed in here. So like, yeah, that's why I don't have that. I don't have that side of the internet who watches me. It's one of the benefits I say. There's certain there's certain challenges you face as a black content creator, but then there's also certain benefits of being black. And one of them is like, there are just certain people that'll never watch you because you're black. But here's the thing, you don't want those people watching you anyway. Like, those people thought that there were a lot of people that had never heard of me before G4. They thought I was just some kind of diversity hire. I remember so many folks were scared to play Hogwarts. I was enjoying that shit, like whatever. A lot of people had never heard of me in the G4 audience before G4 because that audience would never look over here. Not necessarily. Some of it because some people are racist, but I also think a lot of people are just tribal. It's not even necessarily a racist thing. A lot of people tend to watch. They like to identify with the creatives that they watch, and if you don't look like them, it's hard for them to watch it. Basically, a lot of people are just tribal, basically. And like the same is true for like every group of people. And then you have people who don't give a fuck, you know.
Things that have special moves, you know. And
you still work with them? If not, what's next? Do I still work with G4? Yeah, we'll be live tomorrow.
Connected, multifaceted, dense level design that encourages retraversal and discovering the world. So it's really not one game in particular. The
jokes write themselves, man. They write themselves.
Follow. We're just inspired by all of these different elements from all of these different games. We put it together and try to grow it and make it into the most perfect version it can be. No rest for the wicked.
Your sarcasm is unmatched.
On April 18th.
I'm very good at staying in character. Remember that conversation we had a couple of days ago? like you don't have to pretend like you care. It doesn't bother me. Like there's no need to pretend like you care. This game looks good though. Let's see. Mobile Suit Gundam.
Universal Century 0096.
Silver Phantom. What kind of game is this? I don't like these. Oh, is this a show? Not a game?
There's 2 more left. Take them.
I don't like the CG. I don't like the CG. No, thank you.
Product not yet rated.
Robo Beat Shoot to Rhythm. Rhythm-based shooter. Wait. Who wants to play a rhythm-based shooter?
Almost.
Perfect. What happened to the Will Smith zombie game? I haven't seen any gameplay. They shutting it down, I think. Metal Hellsling. Yeah, this is like EDM Metal Hellsling. Might be y'all cup of tea. This doesn't look bad. Not my cup of tea, but it doesn't look bad. Coming exclusively to the Google Play Store. Let's see, Spine. Oh, Ethos. I think he linked this game this morning. Okay. That was so. All right, bro. I gotta question the AI on this. It looked cool, but you let him do all that? What the fuck? She should have been clapped, to be honest. Or took damage, at least. Oh, I'm getting like Batman Arkham vibes. Yeah, it must be on easy. Yo, is that the dude is that Tom from Toonami?
It's starting to rain. Don't get your guns wet.
Oh, no, it's not. Asusina, the shooter game. That's funny. Sifu with guns. This looked pretty good, though. This looked pretty cool.
Come on.
Don't damage your spine. That's an order.
Third person Asusina shooter.
Amateurs.
There better be a score system in this so people can run it up and show off their best scores. Is that yams I see? All right.
Red line.
I can see this game getting labeled as woke. Like, how's this bitch beating all these niggas up, bro? This game is so fucking woke. It's a video game, guys. Come on. I'm just trying to have fun.
Ready? We've got guests. Let's welcome them properly.
Yeah, this definitely looks like Sifu with guns almost. This looks pretty cool, though. Game Pass, maybe? Hopefully it comes with Game Pass. Batman-like gameplay. Yeah. Outpost, Infinity Siege.
Forget our old dooms.
Yeah, hopefully that game has a demo.
In the end, our pride and avarice was to be our downfall. And yet, When evil reigns supreme.
This looks like an asset flip.
Heroes rise up in
I feel like I've seen this gun before in another game.
defiance. They are the glimmer of hope within the encroaching darkness.
Outpost core link established. Commencing synchronization. 20%. 50%. 100%.
ITT Tech exclusive. Fall of the Titans. Not Titanfall. Fall of the Titans. We gotta say the Titans before they fall. Wait, this is a tower defense game? Oh. Full Sail University should be sued. Skip. Yep. Sued for what I just witnessed. Ronan, what did you link? Oh my god. Hey, and listen, Ronan, let me tell you something. The Crow, I don't care about this shit. Let me tell you something. When you start your job on Monday, I better not see you in my chat dropping links and shit. You better pay attention when you at work. So you ain't telling customers about how a 120 frame game makes the screen shake. I better not see a single link during the daytime. You better be I better see you in the comment sections on the Hokage thoughts. This is gonna come in the chat the next game. Guys, this video is an hour long. Jesus Christ. I've seen his videos before. Signifier, he's pretty cool. Guys, I got fired. What'd you get fired for? I was dropping links on company hours. They didn't really like that. I would go in the back room. I was supposed to be stocking shelves and helping customers pre-order Madden 29, and I was sending a link. I didn't see the customer, and what the fuck, Vice? The champion of dodgy bodybuilding. Really? We're doing videos on niggas who do gear. You can do it if you have Neuralink. Yo, chill. I'm not putting that chip in my head. Skip it. It had no gameplay. Oh, I appreciate you. Nope, no gameplay. We don't care.
Product not yet rated.
Void Rot. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't watch that spring. That's why yesterday I said I'm not watching that spring game showcase. All the trailers will be in my sub box. That allows me, if I would have live streamed that event, I would have had to watch all that shit. I would have had to watch ITT Tech Showcase, bro. When the trailers are in the sub box, we can skip through the bullshit. No, thank you. We're caught up on the news, so we're gonna start up on motherfucking. Oh wait, this Beetlejuice trailer. What the fuck? Let me look at this real quick. We're gonna start up on what's this shit called? Rise of the BBC. After this trailer, let me see what this is about. Warner Bros. Pictures, the company that's in financial dire, so we're gonna reboot.